Yes, welcome to another episode of 2 Cents, where we talk about any and everything and give our 2 cents. This is your host, Romey-Mak, and this week we are coming to you sponsored by Zone 10 Customs Elite. It's my big bro Nick Rice's company, and I just want to make sure to give a shout out to that. Love you, big bro. And we're just going to move forward with today's stuff. So news just got in, breaking news that Teflon Don has been exonerated for everything going on with this Russia thing. So me and the gang got a couple things we're going to say about that, along with some other stuff. So of course, let me bring the crew through. Yo, what up, family?
4 more years.
Yeah. See that man, see how this Trump supporter do on the show, man. You see how he do. I'm not shocked about it at all. I mean, of course, everyone who wants him to be out of office is like, of course, can feel some type of way about this. But what did you hope to expect from this situation? And I like to go ahead and coin the phrase Don Gotti for Donald Trump, as how he just, he gets off, beats the case, and he's untouchable right now. But every dog has his day.
I was like, if there was that many people that wanted him gone, he wouldn't be in there right now. Plus, they say he already gonna win again anyway. So 4
more years, like Mike say. Mike say 4 more years.
I told you. I just wanted, for the record, have you hung up on me.
Wow. Man, oh, wow, Trump supporter. Oh, man. That's MAGA. Making spaghetti great again. I see what you're doing over there. Oh, man.
Yes, I am.
Making spaghetti great again with ground chicken, you said, right?
Hey, ground chicken.
Yeah.
The CIA hired me. I gave the body.
No integrity.
Straight fucking goon.
But you said no. See, when we first got him in office in the inauguration. I said exaggeration, but the inauguration, you said you wouldn't take a job working for Donald Trump.
And
he showed up good.
You can take a job in a strip club.
And Ebony said it too. Ebony said she won't compromise her morals for working for Trump either.
I'm saying that as a joke.
Nah, Charles. But
I don't have a choice. I can't really say much according to
yeah, of course. Right now, we got you. You got no worry about that.
I gotta watch what I say. She might get me in my sleep.
Yeah.
Roberto, why you ain't talking?
Because ICE agents are listening. That's why you be very careful.
Yeah, these fools, man. See how this shit go down? The comments made on the 2 Cents podcast do not reflect that of the host. But now, Roberto, what did you think about it, though, bro?
About him getting exonerated?
Yeah, getting exonerated.
I mean, it was like I was telling Jeff that that's what's gonna happen to him, right? Like, I was telling Jeff that, like, nothing's gonna fucking happen to him. Like, I just, like, this whole shit is all messed up, man. And then also the fact that they tried to get him on, like, some weak shit that, like, the whole Russian collusion thing. Like, they've been trying to get him on that for years instead of going after the shit that's more realistic. Like, him hanging out with criminals and shit, looking into like his shady business deals and all like shit like that. Like, they're trying to get him on like some grand, like, international type bullshit when they can probably get him on some smaller domestic shit. Like, people are just trying too hard.
Yeah. Well, Mike, man, I want you to touch on your 4 more years statement, man. Why do you feel like you got 4 more years with old Don Gotti?
4 more things, man. You just think about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, the average American, what did they hear? Like, 2 years in this investigation shit, right? Like, he's so guilty, blah, blah. And now he a free bird. He a free man. You know what I'm saying? You can't, he ain't doing nothing to stick to the Teflon dog. Ain't nothing to stick to him. Yeah, that man, like, fluid water.
Man, boy, cold, man. He cold as he want to be, doing what he does. He's one of the few people that have the luxury of not getting locked up for allegedly doing something.
He colder than Bill Clinton, man.
You know?
I
lie. Donald Trump, he can lie and don't shit happen. Man, that shit is crazy.
Still got caught because that dress was in that closet. They should have burned it or something.
Yeah.
But he decided to keep the dress.
They didn't tell you Hillary's in on that too, man. She was benefited from Monica Lewinsky.
She had to.
That's how she got. Maybe that's how she got to run for office. I don't know. I don't want to take any credit away from from her as far as what she is as a politician. But who knows? Maybe there is some undercard shit going on, not just for women, but even for the men. But
I don't know. You know what I mean? It's on the record, Clinton Mafia. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know about y'all good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing negative to say.
Yep. I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems. I don't want nobody showing up at my door. Don't show up at my door, man. Let's see here. So it's spring break time, right? And like for us, most of us went to I think, if not all of us went to the military. So we didn't really, at least for me, I didn't really get to have that, that college spring break and have all these crazy spring break stories. But down here lately in the news in Miami, it's been wild. It's been wild out here on South Beach. It was a girl that got clearly decked on the beach, yo. Guy punched her square in the head. You know what I'm saying? It's insane, man. You know what I'm saying? They're just fighting, and then I think a guy got stabbed last night. One guy on Friday, a motorcyclist ran over a cop, and he's still in the hospital. This year is different. You know what I'm saying? Commonly spring break. They have spring break stories, but yeah, it's insane.
That's
man.
crazy.
Yeah,
that is crazy.
But I wanted to ask you guys, if you were 20. What would be that spring break location if you can go anywhere?
You mean anywhere in the world, or just?
I would within reason. Let's just say we in college or whatever.
You're in America, Jeff. America. We'll just spend spring break in America.
I was about to say I'm going to the ground with the grind.
America.
He going to Asia, Robert Kraft. I know.
Yeah.
That's what he do.
You come with us? Yeah, man. We'll send you an invite. You know what I'm saying?
Deacon Kraft. They call him Deacon Kraft.
Well, I think what I would do.
Jeff is Deacon Kraft from here on out, man. Robert Kraft, go get them happy endings.
Man, welcome to the team, man. Welcome to the team.
Spring break. Woo! Girls go wild. Just kidding.
Sure, Ebony. If you were 20 years old, you probably would. But that's you don't have social media. It's gonna be hard for a lot of these kids today to run for president. I'm gonna tell you that shit. With all the cameras. But then again, Donald Trump. I take that. You know what? I take it back though. Because Donald Trump is in office, so I mean he's set the bar. He's set the bar for who can run for president.
Remember what you did for spring break?
No, for me, honestly, I would go to here. Shit, probably go here. We're gonna stay keeping it stateside. I'd probably go here or Vegas.
Vegas? No.
Vegas is alright. It's kind of overrated though, I think.
I'm gonna go to Vegas. No, if I go to Vegas, it would have to be for the AVN Awards and all that stuff, but that's not in spring.
You can go to Cali for that.
They got it in Cali too? Oh, I didn't know. You hear that too?
Man, I ain't trying to go back to the business.
Why not? Because you got turned down?
Because of that. I ain't trying to have to break these backs no more.
Spring break. I don't know too many places in the U.S. I know when I was living in Austin, it was a 6th Street. It was a place to go. It was a street with a bunch of clubs. And that was pretty cool, you can still get a little wild as well, I guess you could say.
Yeah, so Mike, where would you go?
Shit, man, spring break, probably Miami, I would think.
Miami, where them girls at?
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't go to Miami. I'd end up on that video, Girls Gone Wild. I can do it.
Either Miami or
Cancun. Yeah, Cancun too. I'll throw Cancun in there as well. Spring break in Cancun.
I think Cancun would be overrated, like Vegas.
Miami's overrated, but they ain't gonna stop me from going. I'll tell you that shit right now. When you think spring.
Your kidney's missing or something. Going to Cancun.
So what about you, Roberto? Where would you go, bro?
Miami or Vegas.
Yep.
But it would mostly be for the strip club. shit.
Yep, Roberto, my road dog right there, man. That's what that is. Miami and Vegas.
Miami or Vegas. What a consensus. I guess it's Miami.
Yeah. So we basically all crashing here. It's just hell trying to get y'all through. Oh yeah, that's right. You going with Robert Kraft to Asia? That's right. You're right.
Yeah, Robert Kraft. That was an option.
That's
They don't need the America. Hey, if I'm going to spring break, I already did my land in Japan, so I know how to get grind real hard. I'm talking about wow, like Jackie Chan in that movie. Like 4, 5, 23, and 19.
You talking about Rush Hour 2. Man, you know better than jump in front of a black man in a buffet line?
Hey, that Mushu, man.
Yeah. So I guess we're pretty much most of us are going to Miami. Unless you're with Robert Kraft, you are going with Deacon Balls to Asia. That is what we've decided. And Ebony is going to be on Girls Gone Wild.
Yeah.
That shit was super overrated too.
Yep, that was before Pornhub and all that other shit.
I wouldn't sue them for having me on a video, but I sure want to cut or whatever they're making off of it.
You might as well be video. So you pretty much would be, what was that real sex shit? You usually talking and shit. What was the wildest thing you ever done?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I guess that's that damn Chappelle show shit. Like, I guess the wildest thing I ever done was have sex with old gangbang over here.
Oh yeah, they fucking done.
Yeah, that's just funny, man. So we moving on though. So of course, I guess we'll just say rap artist, female rap artist Cardi B has decided to trademark her quote or whatever the fuck that shit is that she does, and is her way of saying okay, but she calls it okert. So what phrase?
I never heard of that shit. So.
Like based off of what you say commonly, and we all can verify that. But what phrase would you trademark based off of what you say often?
Oh no, I got a lot of phrases.
Jeff will probably be. I think Jeff will probably be nigga.
Yeah, yes, you know it.
Say that shit in his sleep, man, nigga.
You
dream of the word nigga.
I do be saying nigga in my sleep. I be cussing niggas out.
See that shit? Nigga. That's what we talk. That's what it is right there. Me, it'd probably be. But I digress.
You did say that.
Yep, that's my shit right there. I want my money, but I got that from Fernie, so I'm gonna get sued for my dog Fernie that used to work with me back at Pope. He used to say it all the time, and I pretty much stole it from him. So, but as long as I get the copyright first, that's all that matters. So I'll break Fernie off a piece. But Roberto, what about you? I mean, Jeff, you around Roberto? What would you say Roberto should get like copywritten?
I do not know, man. I barely talk.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he's a man of few words.
But if he a man of few words, you will remember what he say to him.
He's a man of few words.
He'll probably be man, actually. Yeah, probably.
So, like recently, Barbra Streisand had made a statement about the Michael Jackson victims. Basically, her statement was taken out of context. I don't really know what she was trying to convey. I don't think she should have said anything, but basically she said Michael had sexual needs, and what happened to the victims didn't kill him. I don't know what the fuck to make of that. But, for the past couple of weeks, especially during Black History Month, we've had all kind of wild shit.
I didn't really think about what she was going to say.
Like the Gucci. We had like we had the Gucci stuff going on. So, like, when is the right time to, like, forgive companies and celebrities for, like, derogatory, like, acts or just things they did wrong within the media? When is the right time, like, to forgive that? Are you ready to wear your Gucci?
We forgave Papa John's last night.
Ebony, are you gonna wear your Gucci now?
I can't even afford no damn Gucci to be wearing the shit.
It's easy to boycott it when you don't wear it.
Hey, if I win the lottery, I'm bringing back FUBU, nigga. What's up? FUBU, nigga.
FUBU didn't do nothing wrong.
I can't even afford to wear Gucci. So what the hell? I ain't got no problem with Gucci. I can't afford the shit anyways.
Man. Oh, that shit don't mean nothing.
Gucci ain't never got my dollars.
No, hold on. Let my dog Farrakhan talk. Oh, go ahead, Mike. Tell him.
Man, none of his shit means nothing no more, man.
Nope.
That's right.
We're not able to sustain, man. We're not able to sustain a movement, yo.
Nope, not at all.
Yeah, I seen that shit when Calvin Harris, they took that damn money. They gave him $10 million. 10 million.
And it's and he signed a confidentiality agreement, so he's not able to discuss anything about it.
So wait, he can't even kneel anymore.
He can kneel. He can kneel.
He's not gonna be in the league.
He should have just stood with the Nike money. There was no fucking reason. But he
Nike about to leave him. Nike was like, we can't help him.
they did wrong, right? His contract was less than $10 million when he played. This motherfucker signed. He basically did everything up a Peter. That shit's stupid as fuck.
Man, he fucked up. He brought Mr. Crap in there, man. See, nah, you can't be doing that. Don't play them games.
And he a lost nigga, man. I hate that nigga lost. Yo, Loaded loves me, that nigga. I'm waiting on Loaded, man. Turn around, you need to kick his ass.
I told you, see, he came out and said, like, what's his face? Like, I shed light on it, pretty much spreading awareness. That's all these fucking movements are, awareness. That's it. There will be no real result from these shits.
No, they don't get
Never. It's like all these motherfucking families and shit trying to get these cops and shit indicted, and not gonna happen. These niggas getting off scot-free, so you might as well just take your money and shut the fuck up. It's sad to say that, but...
take this money and her.
See, I saw this shit, I was like, you gotta be bullshit, man.
Yeah.
All that.
Was the color shot that black kid in his grandma's backyard? He got off.
Oh yeah, what about the guy that was laying on the ground with his hands up because he was trying to talk to one of his students who was handicapped, and the police came and shot his ass and they got off. Yep. They don't care about us. Like Michael Jackson said, they don't really care about us.
Yeah, of course. And all we do is put money back into their communities.
Black people don't really care about black people.
They
Nope.
sure don't either.
Not at all.
They sure don't.
Yeah, we don't take care of each other. Over 700 Africans were destroyed in this cyclone that hit over the weekend. I think it was yesterday.
Oh, I heard about that.
And it's not anywhere over the news. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't going to be. Because it was in Africa.
Yeah, you have to watch like Africa BBC or fucking...
Yeah, the BBC, yeah.
I mean, we've had things happen around the world and it be plastered all over the news.
But in the U.S., it don't. U.S. don't get... They don't even put everything about in their own hometowns half the time in there. Only what they think is going to get viewers.
Yeah. So, Wendy Williams came out. You know, she came back from like being off her show for like a little while, and then she had a shocking revelation, as they would say, that she had a coke addiction. You know what I'm saying? Now,
It's a shocking revelation.
I thought you were gonna say the nigga.
no, shut up.
I'm waiting for that to come out.
He a fucking idiot. No, but the shit with Wendy is, you've been talking about people for years. Like, you spend the first
talk shit about people.
the first 20 minutes of your show is talking about people, giving your opinion on, you know, what you feel about things. So now you're in a position where, like, you have to take it. There's no sympathy going to be given for this shit. None whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no sympathy for this. And, you know, again, addiction is nothing to play with. You know what I'm saying? And that's not talking about anybody that is facing, like, that deals with addiction. There's nothing funny about that. But this individual in particular has made a living off of talking about everybody else's. I believe she talked about Whitney's addiction. And Whitney called into her fucking radio station.
Yep. She talked about everybody and their mama.
So how does that even look?
Stay relevant.
Yeah, it's all part of the business. You know what I'm saying?
She talked about everybody and their
When you're
mama.
older, you definitely do anything you need to do. You know what I'm saying? To stay in the limelight.
Mm-hmm.
So the last thing you want is a younger person to take your job.
And Howard Stern went in on her ass. Because I guess she said something about him. And,
Said that he went Hollywood.
yeah, he was like, first of all, you ain't even on this level. Never was. All you do is talk shit about people. He's like, that's the difference between us. First of all, yes, he went in on her ass. And he was right. He was right. I hate to say it, but he was right. He was like, I was never on your level or even close to it on that level. So yeah, that's the thing though. She talks shit about all these people, and yeah, a lot of them don't say nothing.
Whenever a celebrity say something like that, I'm thinking, what did you do? What did you do beforehand? But all of a sudden now you say you on drugs. That's all this. And what did this bitch do beforehand? What did she get caught doing? What's coming out? What's embarrassed her? It's probably her husband type shit. What did you do? That's all I think about.
Didn't they say her husband was cheating on her or something?
Yeah, embarrassed. That's the reason.
I still think Wendy Williams was the dude.
Somebody coming out on her ass. That's the real reason why it's like that. Somebody about to steal some fucking beans on her. Probably her husband. That's why this shit coming out all of a sudden.
I still think Wendy Williams was the dude, man. I'm gonna stick with that.
That bitch can call a basketball and dunk it.
And she looked like she could dunk some basketball.
Fucking Dr. J.
Yeah.
I can't even watch it, yo. I be looking at her bitch. She do got some big ass fucking hands, yo.
I don't even be looking at hand. I just see her tit.
Nah, man. She got some big ass, monster ass hands.
That verse is too damn deep and
And her body like that, you know, when they show her on the beach or whatever, that shit look weird.
That was nasty.
She shaped like,
that was.
she's shaped like the letter P.
That should have been like viewer discretion advised. That's what that shit should have been.
She is.
Shit, I say, what's his name? What's his name had a better body? What's that Kardashian dude?
It's that? Discretion advised.
Was the one that turned himself into a woman? Yeah, he looked better than her.
Man, I ain't giving that nigga no props. Neither one of them.
No props, man. That nigga won a woman of the year. Get the fuck out of here. I'm still mad about
That I don't agree with. I don't know what was wrong with that's no, that ain't even true.
You should be wholeheartedly upset at that shit.
Yeah, and then that motherfucker wanted that. I told, look, this nigga turned into a woman, right? He turned into a woman so he wouldn't go to jail.
He turned into a woman and don't nobody talk about him.
Yeah.
No one talks about this dude no more.
Tell me I'm going to jail. I'm turning myself into a man real quick.
Oh, no, a woman. He wanted to go to jail with a woman. That's why he did that shit.
Hell no.
And then he's like, nah, I'm gonna be fucking all that fame and shit for turning himself to a woman. Now you want to go back to being a nigga. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
I'm changing my identity. I'm turning this. I'm about to be like, I don't know who that person was. Who's that?
Yeah.
You don't hear the fucking train. You don't hear those people bringing that shit. None of them bringing that shit up. You want to be a man again. None of that shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, we got all kind of sideways shit going on, man. We had a whole nation of people trying to be behind Jussie Smollett for a little while. Now all of a sudden, this shit's fake, and try to get behind the cause, and then you find out somebody on some bullshit, man.
Nah, I'm still questioning that situation. I don't know.
Well, ain't nothing really else to question. He just shouldn't have called himself Tupac. What the fuck?
He was trying to get publicity, man.
Don't nobody got more comebacks than Donald Trump. If anybody, Donald Trump is the new Tupac. Tupac Gotti. That's what the fuck he is. Tupac Gotti. Yeah. Yeah, Don Pac Gotti. He's DPG. What the fuck he is. He is known as the DPG, Don Pac Gotti. He just keeps coming back, man.
If I get in trouble for anything, I'm about to be like, yo, could you help me out? I need to get out of this. I'm in a jam.
You don't have the right skin color.
Pick me up, DT.
You do not have the right skin color for that.
Sacrifice.
Don Pac Gotti. Yeah, that's how he rolling. So I believe one of y'all mentioned earlier about Steve Harvey making a comment. Well, the comment he made when he interviewed Monique.
Monique was pretty much saying that, you know what I'm saying, she'd rather have her integrity, you know, than selling out this, that, and the third. And Steve pretty much said, like, your integrity is not going to take care of your family. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to pay the bills. So he pretty much told her, you know what I'm saying, to swallow her pride. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody know whatever they discussed between her, Oprah, and all other shit, like, they all came out and said that. Well, they didn't come out. They said behind closed doors and she was right, you know, but they won't come out publicly and say that.
All right.
And that's what she wants. She's not going to get that.
So with that being said, is making money worth your integrity at any point in time?
That's a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, for you, Ebony, if you're down to your last dollar, and you know it came down to where you had to, I don't know whether it's sell drugs, work for the government.
I got a million whip game. You want to sell?
I will just have to go to stripping.
So is that integrity too?
I will go to stripping until I can find that job that I've been looking for.
So then that is. So that's like, so definitely money is worth more than integrity in a sense. Because you would have to do what you had to do to make. Yeah.
I would say it wouldn't be that way if we had a better supportive community. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we don't have that.
We don't have that, so it's kind of like, well, damn. You
Because
know, at the end of the day, like, if I
we
don't
crabs.
Me, nobody. I can't rely on nobody else to do it. You know?
No.
We have.
Crazy about when you say you don't have a better supportive community. Look at fucking Chinese people can come over here today and get them a fucking about a year or two, and these motherfuckers already got a restaurant.
Yep.
But they have that. But they have their family. Their family. They work together.
It don't just be families all the time. It just be random. It be motherfuckers that's like.
Yeah, it could be random families or friends in the family.
Man, they got a whole country that's active. You know?
We don't do that at all.
Let a Chinese man get shot in the open streets and watch what the fuck happen.
Yep. They'll shut this down. You know. Asia's our landlord. Shit.
Yeah, shut that down. Raise that rent up.
Everything made in China and Japan, Korea. But so I mean, Roberto, what about you, man? You feel like is money worth your integrity?
Depends how much money and also like how I define my integrity. Like it depends on what they want me to do. I'm fair on them, how much money and what exactly you want me to do.
I want you to be all right. They want you to be Virgil, basically, to the $1 Million Man. They want you to be Virgil. Yep, you have to be Virgil. You have to do everything that the $1 Million Man needs. Let him like slap you in the face with money. Have you shine his shoes?
Nah, shit like that, nah. Because then, like, at that point, like, I might as well be broke. Like, if I'm being somebody's bitch like that, like, what's the difference between?
He's paying you $10 million.
But, like, if I have to do whatever he wants, then, like, I'm that second call. Like, I won't even be able to enjoy the $10 million.
You know? And that's what a lot of, and this is my point, that's what a lot of stars don't realize.
Yeah.
They own back and call to these motherfuckers, and they don't realize, like, they gotta do whatever they say. That's one of the things fucking Williams was saying about a lot of the motherfuckers when they do that shit. Like, a lot of them don't work to get where they are, somebody get them to where they are. And then it happens, you win somebody's pocket.
Yeah.
Basically.
So ultimately, we all sell out a little bit in order to make a certain amount of money. You gotta do, like Roberto was saying, you define what that integrity is, and as far as what you're willing to do, man. Because what one person is willing to do, another person might not be willing to do. And
the ultimate sellout is the church. I said the ultimate sellout is the church, because motherfuckers will do anything for the church.
Ooh, man. Make that
one thing with pastor, like in South Africa, trying like calm the people to make it look like he like.
Oh yeah, he Lazarus. Yeah, he tried to pull a Lazarus come forth. Yeah.
And that's crazy that people I didn't even believe that shit. A lot of them know he ain't do that. But they do it because that's their pastor.
What are some things that have happened to you to let you know that you're getting old? Like for me, I would say I got sciatica. Like I get like this like when I get up out of a chair or get up off the bed, I get this sharp ass pain that shoots from my right ass cheek down to like my right quad for like a good.
I thought only women got that when after having kids.
Well, I just had 3 damn babies. Okay, that shit hurts. Okay.
My dad's actually been suffering that for a couple of weeks, so I took him to the place that sells CBD stuff. You guys know what that is, right?
What's that now?
That's like a CBD store.
Nah.
No, it's pretty much like a chemical that's in marijuana, but like,
yeah. Okay.
It's that thing, and he's been using that, and it helps him like relieve the pain. They have like some anti-inflammatory shit, and that actually helps.
And turmeric helps, and then of course like an ice pad and shit. Like I got an ice pad
Ginger
literally
helps.
behind me right now. Yeah, ginger too. But like so sciatica, me dealing with vitiligo, me have baldness. Yeah, definitely bad knees, and I want to say that's and like hearing. I would say hearing and vision loss. Those are probably the things I've noticed, and the fact that I get tired come 11 and 12 o'clock at night. Like like we used to be waiting till like 12 o'clock to go actually hit the club and stuff like that. come that time, like I gotta be out.
You can't do that anymore.
Yeah, I gotta be moving.
All niggas can't do that. Y'all niggas, y'all don't know what's wrong. I get like 1, 2 o'clock, man. Y'all niggas.
Shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. You used to be going to sleep. I ain't trying to hear that from the deacon right now. This motherfucker come 10 o'clock. This motherfucker be going to sleep and shit sometime.
Yeah, the only reason I went to bed last night because I was up all night the night before. I was up at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
He gonna sit here and try to play like he up to 3 o'clock in the morning.
If he wants something, he gonna go to bed at 10 o'clock.
I ain't. Y'all talking grown. Y'all talking grown. I told you. I said this today already. The comments made on the 2 Cents podcast do not reflect that of the host with your nasty ass. But no, Ebony. What about you? What's some things you noticed about yourself?
She been old since she was like 29, yo.
Nigga, why you gotta tell everybody? I got really bad knees. I got arthritis in the knees, and I got both knees got tears in them, and they go sideways. They don't go straight. So whenever I bend them, they go outwards.
Yo,
like my kneecap.
Already got hip trouble. She got hip trouble.
Yeah, my hips still hurt, man. My hips, I can't even drop it like a pump anymore, man. I can't.
Goddamn, that fucking pelvis trauma she be going through.
I was doing too much twerking back in the days, man. I can't do that anymore, you know? And then I actually wear hearing aids. So I do have hearing loss, yes.
Oh, this nigga is struggling to real. Eating this shit. I don't know what y'all talking about. She beat a fucking old ass lady.
Alright, so Jeff, what about you, man? What's some stuff that let you know, like, yeah, I ain't no spring chicken no more?
That nigga ain't got nothing wrong with him. He still got all of his hair. Yes. Growing locks.
I did have a creepy ass white girl told me the grays in my beard look sexy.
Oh yeah, he got grays. That's about it.
But she told me it looked sexy, so I was like, I guess, nigga.
I guess.
Yo, she in the street.
Like the old man. She look like the old creepy old man look. She like the old man look.
She a creepy ass individual, so I was scared as fuck. Then she had the nerve to tell me she knew where my address was because I was doing a resume. So I was like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Bitch better not know my address.
But
you probably
I think like now when I work out I don't know, yo. I used to be squatting like 500-600. I don't do that shit no more.
That's another thing too. Yeah, I don't lift. Yeah, I'm with you there because I don't really lift heavy that much no more, man.
Well, I still do lift heavy. Roberto will tell you that.
Yeah. So what about Roberto? What about you, man? How you know that saying like you're not a young boy no more?
Roberto younger than all of us, man. Don't even ask that fucking question.
How old is Roberto?
I'm still 26. Oh shit, I'm still young, man.
He's 20. You said 26. Oh, we used to babysit. So he young enough to think that Drake is better than Eminem and Jay-Z, right? That's like like my young boys. Like Tech did. Tech said that bullshit.
Oh my goodness,
Drake is the greatest, man. Drake is the Jay-Z of this time frame.
Like the most of I suffer from is like from my obesity, so like even that's kind of minor.
Yeah. Say that again, Roberto.
The stuff that I sometimes suffer from my obesity, but like even that stuff like isn't all that bad. Cause I'm a heavy ass motherfucker.
Damn.
You know what? A lot of mine's got to deal with me being irritated a lot too with these young ass kids I go to school with.
My attitude changes now that I'm older.
I be wanting to slap the shit out of their ass like every fucking second, man.
Yeah, my attitude changed after I got older.
I mean, I always been mean as fuck, but now I just like, damn.
Mean? I wouldn't say mean. I would say rude.
They say so much stupid shit.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do now? We're just gonna get into this. I guess a new segment we're gonna start doing with the random folks that are on the show, where we just call it like Ask Whoever. So this week will be Ask Rome. So they just everybody on the show asks, or two or three questions, and they just gotta answer it honestly without even knowing what it is, and just go from there. So this, like I said, this week is gonna be basically me, the host, Romey-Mak. So I mean, whoever want to go first, man, go ahead, throw out a question, man, and we're gonna have fun with this.
I got a question for you.
Go ahead, Ed.
So, say you with a girl, right? Y'all get into an argument,
Oh Lord.
And you usually give her half the money for the rent. She goes, take it to the place and pay the rent, right?
Oh, that's a roommate.
I get into an argument. Instead, she goes and spends it at the casino.
Well,
now, at that point, is it a relationship?
Well, I'm gonna go to your first point. The fact that if she giving me half the rent, she ain't even really my lady. She's my roommate. At that point, I like, for me, I guess in my mindset, my alpha male and mindset is like, I'm gonna pay majority. You know what I'm saying? I'm be the provider. I have nothing against women that make more money.
Her the money to take over to the
yeah. Okay, but I just wanted to clear that part up. But to answer your question, she took the money and used it at the casino. Yeah, that relationship's done. That's done. That's real quick. If somebody that makes decisions like that. Yeah, that's pretty much done. We ain't got much to talk about. Yeah, I ain't gonna hesitate. Your shit'll be waiting for you when you get back. That's pretty much how that works. That's ignorant. That's ignorant as fuck. I don't do ignorance. I'll tell you that off gate. All right. So who next up? What you got? What's happening? Reverend, testify for me, man. Come on now.
Hey man, I don't know. Maybe y'all already know, but what's the most embarrassing?
Testify.
Hold up now. Let him do what he do. You up there cutting off your man now. He gonna have your bags packed too when you get back from the casino. What you say, Deke?
I said, what's your most embarrassing moment?
My most embarrassing moment, I would have to say, the most embarrassing moment that I probably dealt with in my life is high school senior. This girl that lived in the neighborhood, one of the subdivisions in our neighborhood, and I, being a young guy, you talk a lot of shit as far as like trying to get girls to get in their pants and all that stuff. But this one in particular decided that she was going to allow me to have sex with her, and I was like, all right, cool. And mind you, I'm not proficient at this at all. I really don't know what the fuck I'm doing at this point in time. So I go over there. Her parents were supposed to be going to some concert, so she was just babysitting somebody at the house, and they were like in a tub or something like that. So I had like a window. I had like a 5 to 10 minute window, and yeah, I get over there. We about to like get into it, and I pulled an American Pie moment. Probably I think that's probably the most embarrassing moment I've had. Yeah. Yeah. I came before it even began, and then I came up with this story like, you know what? We ain't gonna be able to do this. Bro. Yeah. I was like, we ain't gonna be able to do this. That's dead ass. That's dead ass serious, man. And I was like, yeah, you know what? We ain't gonna be able to do this. I don't think this is right, and all this other shit. and I'm leaving, so it's like, yeah, I know she was mad as shit, and that's yeah. That's how that one works. Roberto, what you got, man?
Let me see. Okay. What's one thing you wish you would have known about podcasting before you started?
How to fucking monetize this shit, man. Like how to monetize, how to copyright, how to network, really everything. Because walked in pretty much blindly. It was just I had the idea. I talked to Jeff about it. Ebony was in the desert. She was like, yeah, I'm down, down to do it or whatever. So I just turned it on one day and called up as many people as I knew to kind of make me feel comfortable doing it. And we pretty much got the product where it is right now. It wasn't always the best, but I mean, we sharpening as we go. So I got folks like Mike, like Roberto, got what I'm saying. Of course, the Kroon family, the deacon and the first lady of 2 Cents. You know what I'm saying. So, and of course, like I said, Joe. My boy Marquise, my boy Darius, they used to do the show with us. Just everybody, their contributions and stuff. So I mean, it's just that's one thing I probably wish I knew how to do, like the whole ins and outs thing of it versus just walking in blindly. But it was fun. It's fun. I've been having fun doing so. So yeah, that answers that one. All right, Mike, man, come on now, Trump supporter, help me out.
All right, man, I got one. So would you rather question?
Yeah.
Would you rather date someone who doesn't cheat but is a massive flirt, or would you rather date someone who isn't a flirt but is super jealous, and why?
Oh man, you know what? I'll take the one who doesn't flirt and is super jealous, and I'll tell you why. Because she can be tamed. She can be tamed. I mean, you can get used to hearing that shit. Anybody you're in a relationship with is gonna annoy you in some way, shape, or form. Well, it depends. What depends on what type of jealousy? Let me specify that for me. What type of jealousy? Because I done already been through being surveillance, so I want to know what type of jealousy we talking about.
Yeah, super jealous, like all that.
No, never mind. I guess I'm going with the flirt. I'm going with the flirting one then instead. Fuck that, but we have to do that shit because I got panic attacks still to this day from being surveillance for like the last, no, it's not the last year, but before that, like 2-3 years I was under surveillance, man. That shit it's the worst feeling ever. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, at that point, it's like, you don't even know what the limit is that a woman will go to, or a person rather, will go to ensure that you're not doing anything. I'd rather you just say, fuck it, I don't want to be with you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I guess of the two, I have to deal with the flirting in a sense. Yeah, cool. So we going back round. Ebony, what you got?
My bad, I had you on mute.
Okay.
Second one. Let's see. I forgot what the second question was. Pass me by.
What?
Do we ask Kroom, do you what's that nigga name? Kroom Deacon Balls.
Deacon Balls.
You go.
Hi, D. What's up?
Why y'all niggas pushing on me? Alright then, what's the worst experience you had with a friend? Like going out or going somewhere, what's the worst experience you had with a friend being out in public?
You talking about like the club or just the worst experience as in it was their fault, or as in like what we just dealt with together?
As in what, like, it could be him embarrassing you, it could
be okay. Alright, well,
like
I would say the worst experience is like being embarrassed. Man, probably,
or just going out with a friend. You know what I mean? You know how these niggas is.
yeah, I would say probably but I would say I ain't gonna say it's embarrassing, but it was just definitely out of character. You know, just feeling like awkward and shit. But being at we went to, what is it? We were at we went to go see a stand-up comedian, right? We went to see a stand-up comedian, and my best friend's wife was she was drinking or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, she got into it and she ended up she ended up becoming like the heckler, you know what I'm saying, to the other comedian that was on stage, and like literally like he's making jokes, you know, he's doing what he's doing, and then she just ends up just speaking on what the comedian was saying. So the comedian, of course, being trained professional, just comes and kind of incorporates that into his set, and they were just, you know, just drawing back and forth. It was just different, you know what I'm saying? I've never seen that, because again, I know she ain't part of the show because we all came here together, but you know, it was definitely awkward, you know what I'm saying? But I think that's probably like the best. I think that's probably the best suited way to answer your question, was like just having, like, you know, just I would say alcohol and dealing with the comedian on stage, you know what I'm saying? But that's probably to say the most embarrassing, I think, or most uncomfortable, I think I've dealt with. I would say like the time we went to Panama City too, and we ended up Woody been on the show. You know, Woody had one too many, and he ended up getting kicked out of the club. You know what I'm saying? Like, we went to what was the club La Villa, and he ended up getting kicked out the club. And then like he was drunk, and then like I think somebody was with us, I think NT, shit, called him an ass, and he was like, nope, I'm an ass, like with his hands pouted. He was looking like an Indian chief and shit. Yeah, I guess that's probably another one too. But yeah. Roberto, man, you got one?
Yeah. which one are you, an ass man or a tits man, and why?
Those are my only choices?
Yep.
Oh, between ass and tits. Ah.
And why?
That's that strict little connoisseurs right there.
Yeah, it definitely is, man. If I had to choose between the two of them, man, like the one most, yeah, I would say ass. I would say ass, and I'll tell you why. Because of what goes down with these hands and that ass when she's riding or whatever. That's like my, yeah. I love that shit. I love that shit. Like, you know, just grabbing her ass, or even like going to sleep, feeling on her ass, caressing her ass. Those things, yeah, that's pretty much what does for me. I appreciate a good titty too, but if I had to choose between the two, definitely an ass man. Thighs is actually that's why I asked if it was another option. But thighs is what does it for me. Like the way a woman's thighs looks in jeans, leggings, or anything. It just, and like the shape, like the figure or whatever that comes with it, man. It does something to you. It does something to you, like watching a woman in jeans, and if she knows how to walk too, because there's a lot of women that got body shapes, but they don't know how to walk either. That, you know, to complement their figure, and that plays a part too in being a lady. So I think everybody went right. Mike, was it Mike? Yeah. So yeah, Ebony, what you got? What you got, Shug?
What's the one thing that you regret in life?
I don't have, yeah, you know, I don't necessarily say regret. I won't call it a regret. I wish that I could be, that my child wouldn't have to grow up without her father in the home. That is not gonna, I'm not saying that's a regret, but that's the one thing that I wish that I could do for like my daughter to have her, you know, her father and her mother in the same house. You know what I'm saying? I never really I didn't want my child to grow up like such. There's most any other parents that are, you know, single parents that have to deal with such. But definitely, you know, for my baby, I didn't want her to grow up without having, you know, like without her not being there. I come home from work, she's there, or like even now, her being 14, I come home and she's got like the door closed and I gotta go in there and bang because she listening to some music or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Typical shit you see like in sitcoms or movies that, you know, or even what you guys deal with, you know what I'm saying, with Feezy coming home and, you know, her watching the most annoying fucking cartoon ever, and you just remember those moments. Like for me with my daughter, it was SpongeBob. She had a SpongeBob DVD that had like fucking 10 episodes, and she ran that shit into the ground. And she was like, this is like when she was like 3 or 4, and she would just play that motherfucker out. And I came to visit her and her mom one time, and that's all she played, man. I did my best to try to stay awake, but for the most part, I mean, yeah, SpongeBob. I'm done with old SpongeBob. But yeah, that was a really good question that you guys had, man. I appreciate that. So of course, before we get out of here, we definitely want to give Shug a moment to do a rant. So what's your rant for today?
Oh shit! My rant for today. I don't really have anything negative to say, really, as far as like a rant. Shit, I'm still on this toilet paper thing, though, for real, though. I mean, why is it that y'all guys don't want to put toilet paper on the damn road? How hard is that?
Hold up.
Y'all answer that?
Hold up. Let Jeff answer that, because that's who you talking about.
Shit. Everybody. It ain't just him. I seen there on other pages, too. Was it that Facebook page, married to something or whatever, and it seems like it's a trend that seems to be going around with guys not knowing how to, you know, put the toilet paper on the roll. I don't understand it.
We like torturing people. That's why.
But I don't think it's torture, but, you know, I don't want to wipe my ass with something that, you know, possibly could have fallen on the floor. You know, that's...
It ain't wrong. So we want
you know, that's not cool.
All right.
You know, I'm going to need more to get y'all's life together.
I don't rant. All right, what's up?
You got a rant. Alright, Jeff, go ahead, man. It's your time to talk about whatever you know what I'm saying.
That's why it came out, got good ratings. Nigga, get on that shit. If you like Dark Souls, you like dying and all that shit. You like torturing and stuff.
Alright, well, this is
Don Trip album came out.
Oh, Game of Thrones is coming soon.
Thursday, stuff came out. Music wise, it's fire. What little nigga that just been dropping? Oh yeah, man, I've been listening to a lot of YM Deli. That shit go hard.
I don't know none of these. I don't know none of these names. I know that's another thing how I know I'm getting old. I don't recognize none of these.
Y'all listen to YM Deli that gotta kill his friends and try to stay.
I don't married to this guy.
You talking about the one down here?
You said what?
You talking about that dude that's from down here that killed these kids?
Yeah, they killed his friends and tried to stay as a drive-by.
I guess. Takashi 6ix9ine should have took note. Shit.
Yeah, man, we can talk about that later. That shit hilarious as hell.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah.
Like, the memes for this shit is like hilarious. But this dude, his music, he explaining how he killed people, and it's exactly like in his music. I don't understand the snitching shit on yourself these days. And there's also one more thing, TK, one of my favorite little gangsters. I was watching on TV how y'all know who TK is, right?
Hell no.
I don't know none of these young niggas.
That's the nigga that made that song, The Race.
I don't know none of this shit.
He went to jail for killing somebody, and he made a video where he was like rapping by his wanted poster. Over like 16 or something.
I don't know, man.
17 now. Yeah, apparently he was a Crip. He went to jail, and now he started another gang with his combination of Crips, Blood, like Hispanic, Latino gangs, and all this other shit.
Yeah.
But it's full of young ass people. Like super young ass dudes, and they taking over the jail where he at. And the fucking police and the jail system, they say they don't know what to do with him. Like this motherfucking kid, this 16, 17-year-old kid has become the fucking king of the jail, man. Shit crazy.
Yeah, he said that the gang name was called the
Rugrats. Yeah, the Rugrats, nigga.
I don't know.
Tell me that shit ain't fire.
I guess that's bogey. But
Rugrats, they get over shit. That shit crazy.
The Rugrats.
Yeah, he named it after the cartoon The Rugrats. This motherfucker is a super savage. He's a fucking super savage. He just told me shit.
Alright, or the Angelica, she ran that motherfucker.
Yeah, it was Angelica that ran it.
Yeah, Angelica ran every goddamn thing, man. But Mike, you got anything you wanna say? Roberto, you got anything you wanna say before we close out?
Going back to Ebony's topic about the political thing. Yeah. Sometimes when it's like actually on the roll and you got this and it's a strong screen, that just flashes out and gets all on the roll. So, you know, think about not want to wipe your ass or something. I don't know if you want to wipe your ass with newspaper.
The water ain't gonna splash that far to the damn toilet paper.
Yeah, it will.
The toilet paper is far away. At least in my bathroom, it ain't that close.
Yeah, that's funny.
I don't know, rolls are like right next to the toilet. So.
Yeah. All right, Mike.
I got kids. They don't know how to put toilet paper in the right spot.
Let me get the Farrakhan. Mike.
Yeah, so for all you motherfuckers that like to take your time getting across the crosswalk and you want to stare me the fuck down in my car, I'm gonna run your ass the fuck over.
Yeah. Thank you. Preach. That's what I'm talking about.
So he's got the rant for the show this week. That's the true rant. He's talking about some damn toilet paper. Roberto just checked you.
Yeah, man, she's full of that shit.
You spoke the truth right there.
Yeah. So toilet paper and Mike running your ass over. That's what's happening on today's rant. So we had 2 rants. We had an Ask Rome next week. I don't know. We do Ask Ebony shit. We'll go Ask Ebony. So Ebony, you're not even gonna be able to be prepared because we're not gonna tell you what it is. But of course, we're gonna have.
That's all right.
We're gonna have fun with this shit, man. So anyway, from Romey-Mak, Suge, Deacon Balls, Roberto, of course Mike, man, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate you guys listening. This is the 2 Cents Podcast, and we out.